Hello, everyone, and welcome once again as Group W brings you Glenbard football. Scott Wager and my erstwhile sidekick Dave Newman, who paddled all the way here today to watch Mud Bowl 86 at Duchon Field. Our game this afternoon, Glenbard West, the Hitters, and the Lyons Township Lions at a muddy, muddy Duchon Field. We've had a lot of rain. Lake Ellen is as high as I've ever seen it. And as you can probably see from some of the shots that we have right now, the field is in okay shape right now, but I would expect that to deteriorate as we go. Temperatures for today right now at game time, it's 59 degrees. We expect a cloudy, cool day. Temperatures falling through the afternoon. Expect some intermittent drizzle as we go. Humidity very high with the winds 10 to 20 miles per hour from the northwest. And Glenbard West will be kicking off to Lions, who won the toss and chose to receive. Ball comes down at the 20. Taken there and advanced by Brian Maloney. Jeff White with the tackle as Maloney brings the ball upfield across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lions in their own territory. Dave, fairly evenly matched contest for us this afternoon. The overall records for both teams pretty even.
Yep, Lions 1-3 overall, 1-0 in the conference. Glenbard West coming off 2 tough losses to York and to Downers Grove North.
Eddie Campbell brings them out for Lyons Township. That's Maloney in motion. They try to go just off the left side of center for their first play.
They gave it to Gene Dulski.
Keeping it on the ground. And Gene Dulski, the fullback, the ball carrier. Short gain on the play. We'll call it 1. 2nd down 9 for Lyons Township. Both of these teams, of course, playing in the West Suburban Silver Division. Campbell has him out again. He's a 6-foot, 170-pound senior from Lyons. Look like some early motion there. Campbell's back to pass, gets out of the hold of one. Reception is good at about the 34-yard line.
That was past him. Pat Maloney, number 22.
Maloney is a 6'3", 185-pound junior. He was taken down by Jeff White. You'll see a lot of exchanging of the game ball as the game goes on.
Lyons Township likes to run the ball, but Dick Wojcik said this year they're trying to emphasize the passing game a little bit more, and depending on the field condition, they'll see what they can do.
Well, the
how long they can get away with
offense has a little bit of an advantage over the defensive player because they know where they're going. The defensive player doesn't. Hand off again over left tackle, or right tackle and guard, and that's enough for the first down as the ball comes out to the 39. First down of the game by Lyons Township.
That was a nice tackle there by Jay Stefani on the slippery turf. Grabbed him around the ankles and wouldn't let him go. Big hole opened up on the right side of the Lions offensive line.
Maloney, pretty much of a straight-up runner from what we've seen so far. Broke out of the backfield and came over the right side before he was wrestled down by Stefani. Campbell now with the first down at the 39-yard line for Lyons Township, and we have a penalty flag on the play. And we'll have to see. Lined up in the neutral zone was the offensive line. It's a dead ball foul, and moving back 5, bring up first down, 15. Ball is back at the...
It looks like the 34, but
34, maybe just touching the 35.
It's going to be tough to tell what yard line it's on today.
After a while, they just came out for the pregame warm-up, and we lost the 50-yard line instantaneously as they both ran in. Both teams ran in along it. Campbell now with a 1st and 15. Takes the snap. Sets up, passes down here, gets his tight end, and nice pickup and run in to about the 48-yard line.
John Rogala, number 87, made the grab. Moved the ball out all the way to about the 48-yard line.
Rogala, 6-footer, 165 pounds. That can't seem right. It seems like he was a little bigger than that on the field.
2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Pickup of 14 on the play brings up 2nd and 1 for Lyons Township, moving the ball smartly here in their first offensive series. Hand off to Maloney. He'll have the first down as he mishandled the ball, but was able to keep a handle on it. Faulkner with the tackle, and it looks like it's enough for the first down, Dave.
Looked like he picked up about 2 yards on the play.
Almost coughed it up, though, as the thing is probably slippery.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 50.
So it's a fresh set for Lyons Township. Clock rolls with 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. No score. We've just gotten started here at muddy Duchon Field, the home of the Hitters in Glen Ellen at Glenbard West High School. In motion, that is Maloney. Pitch back to Pat Maloney, and he gets met at the line of scrimmage by number 33, J.T. Lloyd. 5'9", 175-pound strong safety came up to close down on the play.
Some tough yardage in there, only about a yard pickup.
Call it second down and 9 for Lyons Township.
Glenbard West has played the run very well in the last 2 ball games. Last week they got burned on the short passes against Downers Grove, but Lyons is going to have a tough time cranking out yardage on the ground.
Carl Young split out this side. It was Morrissey that was in motion last play. Correct that. Maloney now the ball handler, and boy, the footing just seems like it's very heavy right there, as he just showed no acceleration once the handoff was made. It's like he was just kind of hanging there. Hadley with the tackle for
I don't think he picked
West.
up anything on that carry.
No gain on the play. We'll call it third down rather, and 9. Third down and 9. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Glenbard West Hilltoppers.
Once again, we see Maloney not trying to make any cuts or anything on the mud, just straight ahead.
You're not going to be able to
right
do
at the
a lot.
line.
You're not going to be able to do a lot of that. Morrissey in motion, taps off Campbell. Campbell sets up the pass, almost got blindsided. Maloney, the running back, got hung up on a block by Ron Kreck.
Yeah, Kreck blew in from the linebacker spot and nailed Maloney right as he was throwing, and he just got rid of the ball in a hurry.
That was designed to be that little safety valve pass out there in the flat, and Maloney to pick it up and maybe break around the outside corner. Wasn't able to do it. No gain on the play. Brings up fourth down, 9 yards to go. Ball at the 49-yard line of Lyons Township.
Tom Lang is going to be punting the ball. The regular punter, Chris Brown, is not in there.
Stefani back deep to receive the punt for Glenbard West. Short snap, but he controls it. Kreck almost got in on the play. Stefani doesn't call for the fair catch, and he's nailed as he grabs the ball and moves a yard or two. Ball at about the 24-yard line, where Glenbard West, and Jay Carr will go on the offense. 1st and 10, their first offensive possession of the contest. Stefani real fortunate there in that circumstance that they didn't get the ball popped away on the hit.
It was a nice catch on the run by Stefani, but as you mentioned, the coverage was right there as he took the ball.
Stefani comes to the sideline, shaking his head just a little bit. He may have gotten a little ding there on the play, but we'll see. He generally shuttles in and out. Now we have 2 split near side for Glenbard West.
We got Wagner and Holtquist.
Wagner and Holtquist, the slip.
Near side.
It's Wagner in the slot. Handoff to Streitberger up the middle.
Nope, that was not. That wasn't Streitberger.
Looked like Streitberger, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, that was looked like 22 instead of 21.
All right.
Well, it was Pat. No, Scott Wagner. No, that wasn't.
No, Wagner was in the slot.
Wagner was in the slot.
Little gain on the play. Perhaps a loss of just a little bit. We'll call it second down, 10 to go for Glenbard West as Carr brings him out.
Was that Lloyd? I believe it was J.T. Lloyd.
Carr has to be forced out of the pocket. Now he looks to get the pass off, and then now he just tucks it in and runs where he's brought down. But we have a flag on the play.
22, Pat Maloney. There is a flag.
Holding called against Glenbard West. That'll march him back 10.
Called against Glenbard West.
And it appeared that perhaps Keith Hadley was the guilty party on that one. And they move the ball back all the way to the 11-yard line, where it'll be second down for Glenbard West. Second and 26 yards to go for a first down.
Now there you see the
Situation
huddle at
where
the
you
goal
really
line.
You don't want to give up that penalty yardage deep in your own end of the field. Again, 2 wideouts. Stefani is in the slot. Carr takes the handoff, hands off to Streitberger. Big hole up the middle. Streitberger is going to get clear. If the pursuit doesn't get it, Streitberger is going to make a very long gain here. and he's going to go for the touchdown. Streitberger from the 12-yard line. Touchdown, Glenbard West. Streitberger brought it up through the middle, broke through and got away from everybody, and the pursuit just wasn't there for Lyons Township, and Glenbard West goes on top at 5 minutes and 53 seconds of the first quarter. 6-0. Trying for extra points. Streitberger, who's the number 4 scorer in the area, with a total of 27 points so far on the season on 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points. He adds another one to that touchdown column.
Well, Streitberger broke through a hole and just turned on the back burners and kept moving. Good acceleration by Tom Streitberger as he picked his way through the coverage, and then it was a foot race. Now he'll go for the extra point.
Streitberger advances on the ball. The kick is up, and it is no good as it slides off to the right side. And after one series each, we have a 6-0 ball game with Glenbard West out on top. We'll be back with the kickoff on Group W Sports right after this. Well, after the touchdown run by Streitberger from the 10-yard line, basically a 90-yard touchdown, 89 yards.
3 plays, 89 yards in 1 minute and 28 seconds, if you count the holding call as a play.
Yep.
Which you would. So 3 plays, and the hitters move it down the field in a hurry.
Well, the talented Mr. Streitberger back at it again as he'll be kicking off. Morrissey, one of the deep backs there for Lyons Township. He controls the ball. Now a little dipsy doodle as they get the handoff to Maloney. Maloney around the far side, but brought down over there. It looks like
got to his
Chuck
25.
Bankes, number 80, the takedown there. Ball is going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Lyons Township down by a touchdown. And what a magnificent run is. Streitberger broke it through the center and just took it on downtown.
Came at the 6:07 mark of the first quarter.
Muddy Duchon Field. Campbell hands off, second back through the hole. That's Maloney. Picks up a couple on the play. 2nd down, 8 coming for Lyons Township. Tackles by Bischoff. Dulski was the ball carrier, the fullback slot.
3 yards in the play, brings up 2nd and 7.
So he gets a little bit better spot than we first thought he was going to get. So they call it 3. We'll call along with that. 3 yards on the gain, so it's 2nd down 7 for Lyons Township, who moved the ball pretty well in their first offensive possession, only to get stymied on a couple of running plays just across midfield. Morrissey in motion, near side, coming at you. Campbell sets up. He'll run the pitch back over to Maloney. Maloney is going to get nailed. No gain, maybe a loss of 1.
Ron Kreck on the initial hit, followed up by Rob Stenman. Good pursuit by the 2 linebackers for Glenbard West as they nail him for maybe a yard loss, or at least at the line of scrimmage.
I got to tell you, Maloney seems like he's moving in slow
Call it
motion
no gain.
after he gets the ball. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down 7.
In fact, they give him a loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8, the 27-yard line.
Morrissey in motion again. Fake the handoff. Morrissey with the dive play. And Morrissey, I think if maybe he kept his head up there on the running play, he might have been able to pick up just a little more than he did, but he got tackled at the line. Picked up a couple to bring up a 4th down. 5 yards to go, maybe a long 4 for Lyons Township, and they'll have to punt again. So they have not been doing quite well. Stefani now will drop back and deep punt receive for Glenbard West.
Once again, Tom Lang in to do the punting.
They've got the ball cleaned off and spotted. Clock rolls with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining first quarter. Heavy rush on the play, almost blocked. High punt coming down.
Stefani fumbles.
And a fumble by Stefani, but picked up by Keith Hadley, alertly on the play at the 50-yard line. And they're going to spot the ball at the 47-yard line of Lyons Township, where West will go on the offense. 1st and 10. Stefani took the ball on the run. It popped loose on the hit.
Take over 1st and 10 at about the 47-yard line.
Ball spotted about the 47, 1st and 10. Carr brings him out.
Stefani doesn't like to call the fair catch. He'll run right in traffic.
Sure excuse that, doesn't he? Yes. Carr brings him out, gets set up. He's moving some of his running backs. Now he moves Streitberger over to the opposite side, and he's going to have to call timeout. Otherwise, it's going to be delay a game.
Timeout, Glenbard West.
So Glenbard West burns a timeout here in the first quarter with 3 minutes exactly remaining. They're up 6-0 over Lyons Township as head coach Jim Covert heads out to talk to his offense in the huddle. We see a lot of the trainers here taping towels to some of the Hilltopper players just so people can get their hands cleaned. In the pursuit of this game, or in the progress of this game, we're going to see a lot of mud. Some players' numbers already basically unintelligible from up here.
There you can see in the background the visitors' stands. Pretty good crowd out here today, considering the weather and the rain that we've been getting lately.
Wind-blown drizzle right at game time. Winds are going to be fairly strong. Northwest 10 to 20 miles per hour for today. So that means it'll be coming from the far side of the field to the near side, quartering from far corner, near corner. So far hasn't seemed to have affected the game at all because things have been fairly substantial, fairly stable as far as the weather is concerned. Now Carr has talked with head coach Covert. Everybody's moved back to their sidelines. Stefani in motion, pops up. Streitberger on the pitch from Carr on the lead block two. Streitberger jumps over one, but as he's in midair, gets dragged down by Lyons Township. A pickup on the play of about 5, maybe 6 yards. We'll call it 2nd down 5 for Glenbard West.
There was a good block by Ron Kreck, the right pulling guard.
And Carr out there too after the pitch. Carr was right out there in the midst of everything.
Streitberger followed the block and picked up 4 on the carry.
Hultquist out of the game, comes to the sideline as the play is shuttled in.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Into the lineup flanker is Scott Wagner. You'll see him out here in the slot is Stefani. Carr barks it out, pulls out, sets up to pass, gets it here downfield, and broken up there by Maloney. Stefani, the intended receiver, and nice timing on the play by Maloney as he broke up the pass play.
Pat Maloney providing the coverage for...
He waited until the ball got to Stefani before he made the hit.
Split-second decision on the part of Maloney went in his favor that time as Stefani wasn't able to handle the ball. Out of the contest comes Wagner.
Chris Hultquist.
Hultquist in for Glenbard West.
Jim Covert likes to shuttle in the plays with his
Wide
receivers.
Hultquist now near side, split in the slot. That is Stefani.
Jaeger and Streitberger in the backfield.
Motion. Looked like there was offside, but no flag.
There was a fumble on the snap, and LT comes up with the football.
Boy, it almost looked like that left tackle or left guard for Lyons Township had slid into the neutral zone, but he must have been okay because there's no flag on the play, and Lyons Township gets the benefit of the turnover. 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Lyons Township down 6-0 to Glenbard West. Ball is at the 44-yard line of Lyons Township. They'll go on the 1st and 10, and we have another lineup into the neutral zone, and it looks like the guard was in the neutral zone there.
That'll be the second offside call on the Lions offense.
Yep. Same situation that we saw on the last possession, or the first possession rather, by Lyons Township. Moves it back 5. It'll set up a 1st and 15 for Lyons Township. Ball now moves back to the 39-yard line. Ball at the 39. They go with the pro set in the slot motion near side. That's Morrissey. Hand off to Maloney. Maloney hit just as he gets the ball. And the hit.
Maloney taken down by Ron Kreck.
Kreck with the hit there. Did he stand him up?
He got, if anything, a yard.
And that's just because his body fell forward after the hit. Brings up a 2nd down play. Bring up 2nd down 14 for.
Ball squarely at the 40-yard line.
For Lyons Township. Now they split the backfield. Campbell sets up to pass. He's going to be dogged in there. It's a screen play, and it doesn't fire off. Kreck with the pressure on the play, so that's 2 outstanding plays in a row by Kreck. The hit on Maloney, and then the pressure sack on Campbell. on the screen pass. It just didn't develop quite fast enough.
Well, Campbell tried a play action fake to Dulski, but he pulled the ball out so quickly, Kreck didn't even go for the fake and kept running straight at the quarterback, and Campbell had no time really to set up that screen.
Policy there might be they'll just be giving him as the key. Campbell, he keys on Campbell. Now full house backfield for Lyons Township. Fake the handoff to the second back through. Got a wounded duck coming out here, and
they rolled
pass
incomplete.
Is not incomplete. The intended receiver is number 85. Young, the intended receiver for Lyons Township, brings up a fourth down once again for Lyons Township. LT sputtering on offense, and they'll have to punt the ball. And now we have Streitberger and Stefani this time going back in deep punt coverage.
Well, with the field conditions the way they are, Jim Covert wants to be sure that whoever catches the punt has a blocker or somebody there to go after the ball in case it pops loose.
Yeah, that's true. 51 seconds here left in the first quarter. Punt is in the air. It's a high punt. It's going to come down short. Fair catch called for by Stefani. He mishandles the ball but falls on it and retains possession for Glenbard West. And as you saw him go down there, you saw him splash. First and 10 for Glenbard West. Ball at the 30-yard line, looks like, where the spot's going to be. Maybe the 32. Take that back. We'll call it the 33.
33-yard line.
First and 10. And that LT defense has already been out there a long time. Their offense hasn't been able to maintain any continuity except for a couple of first downs on the first series.
And up to Zurawski.
Zurawski with the handoff and struggles forward, rolling off blockers and tacklers.
That was a nice run by Zurawski. He kept his head down, kept his legs moving, and it gave him the momentum, even though he was hit initially, kept the legs churning and picked up another yard or two.
Get another playoff before the end of the first quarter, as Lyons Township and Glenbard West are in a tight ball game, 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. West on top of LT, and we'll be back with second quarter action. And Dave Newman, I'm Scott Wager, back after this on Group W Sports. We're back for second quarter action. Clock reloaded with 12 minutes, 1 down, 3 to go. And at the end of one quarter of play, Lyons Township is down to Glenbard West here in the Mud Bowl of '86 at Duchon Field, 6-0. Streitberger ran for an 89-yard touchdown that you saw earlier. And if you weren't with us for that, it was a thing of beauty. Glenbard West in possession of the ball. Here's Dave Newman to take you through the second quarter.
And thank you very much, Scott Wager. We've got a 2nd down and 7 situation, ball at the 36-yard line. Jay Carr pitching back and grab to the backfield. Zurawski breaks a tackle, struggles over the 35 to about the 36, but there's a flag on the play.
Got a feeling we might have a holding call there, Dave.
And there is a penalty against Glenbard West. Once again, we see the good second effort by Tom Zurawski, breaking the initial tackle and surging forward for
a small gain, but it's
going to be nullified. It'll be holding against the Glenbard West Hitters, and they'll march it back 10 yards.
That'll bring up they'll set it down 2, and brings up.
It'll be a 2nd down and 17. Ball is at the 26-yard line. There you see the offensive huddle for Glenbard West.
Wagner rolls in, replacing
Holtquist coming out. Number 42 leaves the ball game as Covert brings in another play from the sideline. Jay Carr will line him up with Scott Wagner wide to the left side, along with Jay Stefani in the slot. Jeff White tight end on the near side. Hand off to the second man through Zurawski, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Making the tackle, number 62, Chris Brown. Trying to slice up the right side of the line, but didn't pick up anything. Brown a short gain of a yard.
Brown with real nice pursuit.
The 3rd and 16 from about the 27-yard line.
Came to catch that play from the backside to stop it, forcing this 3rd down and long yardage.
That's a passing situation for Jay Carr. Carr, the number 6 passer in the area.
Carr in the season,
Wide to the
27
left.
of 46, coming in with 3 interceptions.
Dropping back, looking outfield.
Carr
Slips
goes
in the
down,
backfield.
and he is
And he is
back.
ruled down because his knee touched the ground. So his knee touched at the 20-yard line.
There's a
So
flag
it'll be a
on the
loss
play,
of
though,
7.
Dave.
There is a penalty flag. Well, you see the mud on the field as Jay Carr just lost his footing as he was getting set to throw. Now the officials huddle at the 20-yard line.
I don't know. We see a reaction from the Lyons Township players. The penalty might... Holding.
Personal foul against
Lyons Township.
Personal foul called against Lyons Township.
An inopportune time for that to develop for LT because Carr had gone down back at about the 15-yard line.
That's a big break for Glenbard West as now we wait for the officials to spot the ball. They'll spot it from the point of the infraction.
That'll bring up
That's a 15-yard penalty that comes all the way out to the 35-yard line.
Well, now they're arguing about where they're going to mark this from, and now they seem to have it straight.
Now, the referees started marking it off at the 20-yard line, marched up 15 yards, and now he's going to start from the 25-yard line.
And now
So
he brings
this
it forward.
will be a first down for Glenbard West as they'll put the ball at about the 36-yard line.
That was a dead ball foul, and there is no first down on the play. It brings up a third down, call at 8 yards.
The third and about a yard.
8.
Third and 8.
Now it brings up fourth down because the play, that was a dead ball
foul.
So now it's fourth down, 8 yards to go. Are we confused? Yes.
All right. 4th and 7. Well, they put the ball at the 36.
37-yard line.
Stefani in the punt for Glenbard West. Morrissey is the near man in punt return.
Nice snap to Stefani. Gets away a good end-over-end kick. It is taken there at the 37-yard line. Making the grab is Morrissey for Lyons Township.
Brian Morrissey,
6'1", 182-pound junior for Lyons Township.
catch.
So LT goes back to the 0 one more time. We have 10 minutes remaining, second quarter, first half.
They will put the ball at the 37-yard line.
And Lyons will take over first and 10.
So Ed Campbell breaks the huddle for
10 at the 30.
Lyons Township. 3 men in the backfield. In the slot is Morrissey to the near side, and
Officials timeout. We have a player with an equipment problem.
adjustment.
That's a chin strap.
Looks like it is.
Apparently is broken.
Number 50, Roger Zeke.
With all that mud out there today, those chin straps might get hard to snap up as those little mechanisms get fouled up. Looks like he's got it back together now. They'll go back, rehuddle, and bring it back out.
There you see number 14.
Eddie Campbell, 6 feet even, 170-pound senior quarterback for LT. The Lions, 1-0 in the West Suburban Silver.
Big hand up to Dulski. There's the pitch out and a diving catch there by,
What kind of play.
diving catch by Maloney, but
Ball and bodies flying all over the place, Dave. And that was a real jeopardy kind of play for LT. That ball could have been picked off in midair. There was a West player near that, but just with this kind of footing, you're not going to be able to accelerate real well to get to it.
not at all.
Brings up second down long.
And after the second man through, Maloney dives across the line of scrimmage.
Cracks
up about a yard.
Dave.
Up the middle, taken down by Ron Kreck.
They will spot the ball.
4 yards on the play, brings up 3rd and 9.
So after the loss on that pitch-out play, and they bring up a 3rd down and 9 play after a pickup of 4 by Maloney. As we said, Kreck on the tackle, and boy, it seems like Kreck's name's been really coming up today.
He's been putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. He's been stopping the run. Been blocking well on offense as well. Dropping back to throws. A mild rush over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Brian Morrissey
trapped it on the ground. Oh, they're going to give him the catch.
50.
Brian Morrissey.
Actually, they spotted the 49. He slid to the 50. It'll be first down and 10 for Lyons Township.
So a first down for Lyons Township. Ball about at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining first half. LT down by a touchdown. 6-0. Glenbard West on top.
Campbell hands off to the second man through, and for a short gain, still searching forward as Maloney gets out across midfield.
And
Picked up about 6 yards on the play. They're going to mark it at the Glenbard West 44-yard line.
Bischoff and White on the tackle for the credit there.
Think about 6 yards on the play, brings up second and 4.
It's kind of wild, but there's a trail of towels coming out of every huddle by Lyons Township, and they're just still on the field. They're just setting up paths. It's like Hansel and Gretel with the crumbs.
Morrissey in motion there, so there's a pitch out to Maloney. Maloney off the left side, has a block, spins and turns his way across the 45. Picks up a couple yards. He will be short of the first.
Stefani makes the tackle, and coming real close to a spearing penalty there was number 33, J.T. Lloyd, as he dove in on that play after the fact.
A gain of 1 yard on the play, brings up third and 3.
Brings up a third down. We'll call it 3 yards to go for a first down, Dave.
Ball about at the 43-yard line.
Third and 3 at the 43.
The ball is, and another towel comes out of the huddle, and they're all over the field. Looks like some sort of graph they're making out there with the towels as they break the
Campbell
huddles.
huddles over center, hands off to Maloney again, straight up the middle, breaks one tackle, he gets the first down as he's out across the 40, slides inside to about the 37-yard line.
Alcorn with the tackle, Dave.
Chad Alcorn right there, Andy Alcorn.
But it's enough for the first down.
Substantially enough for the first down, as Lyons Township now with their best concerted drive of the ball game here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the half.
10 at the 38-yard line.
They have a first and 10, ball spotted at the 38. And it is really, really getting muddy out there.
Campbell calls the signals, 2 men wide to the right side. Fakes the handoff, Campbell dropping back to throw, heavy pressure by Crackett is caught over the middle by Morrissey. Breaks one tackle, breaks a second tackle. He is down to the 26-yard line.
Brian Morrissey taken down by Tom Streitberger.
Streitberger with the tackle, and that's going to be enough for another first down as Campbell completes the pass to Morrissey.
That pass was good for the first down.
This is the first sustained drive that we've seen out of the Lions this afternoon.
First and 10
Ball at the
25-yard line.
Clock under 6 minutes now at 5:55 and counting. They're on what would be the near hash mark.
About the 26-yard line. Campbell handoff there to Maloney. Maloney grabbed by Jeff White as he gets to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, I'd hate to be the bottom guy in a pile-up today, wouldn't you? Ugh.
Picked up about 2 yards on the play.
Maloney taps White on the helmet as he comes out of there.
Second down and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Actually, that was Rob Stenman that may have gotten the tackle there. Because he was down in the bottom of that pile, too.
Right, Jeff White made the first hit. Now there's 3 men in the backfield as Morrissey lines up in the slot. Handoff once again. Big hole over the right side and grabbed from behind by Jay Stefani. Pat Maloney could have driven a truck through that hole as he gets down to inside the 20, call it around the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you, that we're calling out the names on this series of the D-backs, the linebackers, and the free safety on this case. In this case, Stefani making the tackle, which means that Lyons Township is getting through that first wall for the yardage.
That was very slippery footing out there.
3rd and 1, Dave.
3rd and 1 from the 17. And up it goes to Maloney again. Knifes his way through, and he's grabbed from the side. Jeff White made the initial hit. Looks like he's there for the first down, though. His forward progress carried him near the 15-yard line. And
it's going to be very close. The spot of the linesman seems to indicate that he has a first down. He does. First down by Maloney. That's 2 straight now he's run for.
That's actually the 3rd straight carry for him.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2-yard pickup. Lyons is moving mostly on the ground, but they did get a big pass to Morrissey for the first down at the 37.
That's what you call balance, huh?
Now Campbell calls the signals again. There's a handoff again to Maloney. Maloney grabbed by Stefani and wrestled down, but he manages to twist his way forward for nearly 5 yards. They will spot it about the 12 or 13.
Lyons Township can get a first down about the 5-yard line. Pickup of 2 on the play sets up a 2nd and 8 for Lyons Township, but they can get a 1st and goal at about the 5-yard line. Clock rolling with 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining.
This is nearly a 7-minute drive for Lyons.
Name of the game is ball control, it looks like.
Just grind it out on the ground and work down the clock.
Morrissey in motion.
Campbell gives it to Morrissey. Morrissey over the middle, breaks the tackle. He's hit, stopped at the 15-yard line.
Loss on the play. That'll take him back 3rd down, probably 10 or 11
Bischoff
yards.
and White on the tackle. J.T. Lloyd also came up from the secondary as Morrissey was moving parallel to the line of scrimmage, and they did not let him turn the corner.
They've tried that play 2 or 3 times now, and it just doesn't develop fast enough. Morrissey doesn't explode after the ball.
At the 15-yard line.
They give a loss of 2 on the play all the way back to the 15 as big play here for the Glenbard West defense.
3rd down 9.
Campbell takes his time, calls the signals, drops back to throw. Heavy rush by Crack. Over the middle, Morrissey does not make the catch. It goes right through his hands. On the coverage, J.T. Lloyd. J.T. Lloyd on the coverage along there with Kevin King.
They'll bring in number 44, Todd Wilkins, the field goal kicker now.
Also give credit to Ron Crack, who put heavy pressure on Campbell as he has done all afternoon, forcing him to get rid of the ball in a hurry. Went right through the hands of Morrissey.
It looks like Brady Crass was back there too. He may have had a chance for the tip in the end zone, but just was not to be. Ball is going to be spotted at about the 20-yard line. This will be a 30-yard attempt.
31-yard attempt, Todd Wilkins lining up to try. Look for the fake here. Be careful about the fake. There's the snap. Kick is down. It is up. Looks like it has the distance. It is good. A 31-yard field goal by Todd Wilkins with 2:33 left to play in the first half. The score, Glenbard West 6, Lyons Township 3. We'll be back after this on Group W Cable.
We have 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in the first half of action. Glenbard West and Lyons Township in heated battle here at Duchon Field, which is turning into a real mud pit today. And with that point in the game, we're at a 6-3 score. Sounds kind of like a baseball score right now. A 31-yard field goal by Wilkins from Lyons Township has cut the deficit in half for LT, and Wilkins is set to kick off again. Here's Dave Newman.
All right. Wilkins getting set. Back deep for Glenbard West. Stefani and Tom Streitberger. The high kick coming over toward Jay Stefani. Bounces on the ground, picks it up at his 15-yard line, moving forward across the 20, the 25. And there's a pile up out around the 27-yard line.
Stefani comes out of that hit limping. He took a helmet on the ankle.
He did take a good shot.
1st and 10 for Glenbard West. Ball at about the 26-yard line, Dave.
Field on a quick 2-minute drill. In motion is Holtzquist. And big pile-up car on the keeper.
Stacked right up in the middle of the line. Nowhere.
Jay Carr with the keeper taken down by number 61.
Now they give him about a half yard on a play. Call it a yard. 2nd down 9.
Pick up a 1 yard on the play, brings up 2nd and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
LT has all of their timeouts remaining here in the first half. Glenbard West had to burn one on a little bit of a confused play in the first quarter. So a small edge for Lyons Township on that regard, with time winding in 1:30, first half.
Jay Carr wipes off his hands, calling out the signals. Hand off to Zurawski, off right guard and tackle, and he moves out to about the 30-yard line, pickup of maybe 3.
45.
Brings up third down.
Forsyth and also Brian Smith in on the tackle. Ball out to the 30-yard line.
Third down, 6, maybe 7.
Pick up 4 yards on the play, brings up 3rd and 5.
High formation, Mel Jaeger and Tom Streitberger. Jeff White, tight end on the near side. Strong side right. Wagner out to the left. Hand up to the second man through. Streitberger breaks a couple tackles over the right side. Streitberger is gone. He's at the 50, the 40. It's a foot race now. Streitberger down to the 30, the 25. He is
Maloney
grabbed from
catches him
behind
for the tackle.
by Maloney at near the 20-yard line. A big pickup by Tom Streitberger. 50 yards on the pickup for Tom Streitberger.
They're spotting the ball right at the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
And Maloney showed great pursuit coming on the play. Maloney.
That's the second long run by Streitberger today. He got that 89-yard touchdown in the first quarter.
Maloney playing safety was a little bit tight on the line.
So Streitberger well over 100 yards for the afternoon. He did that on
2 plays.
Two plays, really. That's all he needed. Jay Carr breaks the huddle at the 20. 34 seconds left in the half. Carr dropping back to throw. Looking to the left side. He's got Stefani. Overthrows him.
If the D-back had only had his head up, he would have had an interception and a touchdown.
He threw it a little bit too deep.
Pelletier, the D-back back there, was going for the man and had no idea that the ball was coming that way.
Pelletier on the play. So, second down and 10.
Correction noted, Pelletier.
Down to 30 seconds for the first half. Glenbard West with a 6-3 lead. They would like to increase it here. Stefani and Wagner wide to the right. Pitch out to Streitberger, goes out of bounds.
And that is going to be a loss on the play as the ball comes back near the 25-yard line, maybe the 26.
Well, Jay Carr, looked like his hands were a little wet. He's wiping them off now, and
Carr spun and tried to get that pitch back, and the ball just kind of squirted out of his hands.
So the
and we have a
pitch out.
timeout called by Glenbard West.
That's their second timeout.
They'll
Third
set
and
up
15
a
at the
third
25.
and 15 for Glenbard West.
Well, the field conditions are starting to take their toll here.
Yeah. It is really messy out there. And you can see the trainers going out with towels and trying to get the players' hands cleaned up and clean out those shoes. The spikes loading up with mud as they make their way down the field. And between the 20s on this field, it is just absolutely turning into a quagmire. 26 seconds remaining here in the first half.
There you see the home crowd. A very good turnout this afternoon. It's a cold, windy, overcast
Kind of
day.
a raw day, one of those raw days.
You got the diehards out here today. Real fans. Well, there appears to be time for a couple more plays before they may try the field goal.
Well,
you have to be
they're gonna have
concerned
to do
about a
something.
turnover.
Well, they're going to have to do something here
With
on
the-
this one.
With the slippery
They're going to have
football.
to make some fairly significant yardage because I don't really know if you can get a field goal from here considering today's
26 seconds left in the half. Carr dropping back. He's looking downfield to throw. Sprinting out to the right side. Still looking, and he is sacked from behind. On to 34, Dave Miglieri.
Miglieri with an opportune time to pick up the sack of Jay Carr.
So that's a big play for the Lions defense. Now the Glenbard West will use their third and final timeout.
Loss of 7, fourth and 22. Ball
is at the
out at the
32-yard line.
32-yard line. That would be
Well, that
almost
was going to be a
50-yard
long
field
field
goal.
goal.
There's no way you're going to do that.
On a
So
day like today, it'd be tough to get your footing.
Yeah. And timeout by Glenbard West. With 19 seconds remaining, Coach Covert in there talking with his troops, and it doesn't look like he's going to go for the field goal. They'll probably try some sort of a pass play.
There you see the cheerleading squad hoping to find something to cheer for.
Those are the pom-poms.
Pom-poms.
The band out there on the track right now as they're all getting ready for the halftime show that'll be coming up. While that's going on, we'll be totaling everything up, kind of get it all together for you, and go grab a cup of coffee, maybe a hot dog, and then we'll be back with second half action.
There's the Lions defense you see on your screen. 2 big plays. Well, 2 receivers wide to the left side is Holtquist and Stefani far wide to the left. Tight to the near side. Jay Carr dropping straight back, slips and falls, and the ball is almost intercepted. Jay Carr lost his footing just as he was throwing the ball. Almost intercepted there by number 47, not listed on the roster.
Ball goes over to Lyons Township. On downs, 1st and 10. Ball at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's just a matter of grinding out a couple of a play here and eat up their clock.
I think they'll just have Campbell cover the ball up. 15 seconds is not
Backs are in tight, and that's probably what will happen. They don't even want to bother exchanging the ball and risk fumbling.
Yeah.
Campbell will get down on one knee, and that should end the first half. 10 seconds, and they'll just count him off.
So at the end of the first half,
go into the locker room. Glenbard West up 6-3, and the Glenbard West Hitters will, of course, receive the kickoff at the second half. Nice hand by the crowd. After 2 quarters of play, Glenbard West 6, Lions 3. We'll be back with second half action. Make the statistics show more in their favor, but Glenbard West came up with a couple of the big plays when they did him. Streitberger, the long run.
90-yard touchdown run by Tom Streitberger.
That's it for their scoring.
And here's the touchdown run by Streitberger right now. Streitberger goes right up the middle, then breaks loose, gets out of a tackle, a dive there, and then the pursuit just cannot catch up with Streitberger as he makes it down the far sideline. 90 yards for a TD. Streitberger's attempt at the extra point was wide to the far side, and that gave them that score of 6 points. And then right near the middle point, or maybe near the end of the first half, Lyons Township was able to drive downfield and pick up a 31-yard field goal by Wilkins, and that's where our score stands, 6-3 at the beginning of the second half. And Dave Newman is going to be ready to take us through the third quarter as we get back to action at a muddy Duchon Field. On Group W, this is Glenbard football.
All right, Glenbard West will receive the second half kickoff. It'll be number 44, Todd Wilkins, kicking off.
Stefani, Streitberger.
They are back deep along with
Zurawski. Wilkins advances.
There's a high end-over-end boot. It is taken on the run there by Streitberger, straight up the middle of the field. Streitberger is out across the 30, out near about the 33-yard line.
Ernie Miller with the tackle for Lyons Township. And our third quarter is underway.
Give you some of the statistics in the first half. Tom Streitberger, 3 carries for 144 yards and 1 touchdown. By far the dominating runner of the first half. Zurawski, 3 carries, 7 yards. Lloyd, a carry, lost a yard. And Jay Carr, 2 carries for -4. Jay Carr threw 3 passes, did not complete any. Carr huddles behind the center. There's a handoff. It goes to the second man through. It's Streitberger, and there's a penalty flag as he is wrestled down to the ground about the 32-yard line.
Where that's thrown, it's either a face mask or a hold.
It's like a face mask violation. It's a
clipping call against
Glenbard West. So that will nullify that carry, and it'll be a walk-off against the Hitters.
Well, they have the option. They can just take the play and let it stand as 1st and 10 because there was no gain on the play.
Well, I doubt if they'll do that. I'm sure they'll march off the yards.
They did.
So the ball will come back to the 21-yard line.
Ball will come back even more. Yeah.
Now they march it back to 16, okay. The foul was at the line of scrimmage. They initially had walked off 10 yards, and then they tack on that 5. It is a 15-yard violation for face masking.
1st and 25 for Glenbard West.
Ball is at the 16-yard line.
making themselves a
Carr dropping back to pass. Looking to the left sidelines, and it is juggled and dropped by Stefani. Almost a grab, almost an interception.
Lots of almosts on that play.
Maloney on the coverage.
And then almost a re-grab by Stefani as he turned around. The ball was still tipped in the air.
Pat Maloney, number 22, the intended receiver was Jay Stefani. Brings up
So it'll be second down and 25.
second and 25.
Coming out is Scott Wagner for the Hitters, and probably Hultquist came in. Stefani will line up along with Hultquist on the near side. Strong side left is Jeff White as the tight end. Jaeger and Streitberger in the backfield. There's a pitch to Streitberger. Comes around the near side, and he's pushed out of bounds after a very short gain of maybe a yard.
Good pursuit and outside contained by Lyons Township on the play, limiting Streitberger to about a yard on the pickup.
Number 62, Chris Brown, made the tackle, pushed him out.
Third down 24.
Gain of a yard. Third and 24 from the 17-yard line. 6-3, Glenbard West in the lead on that long touchdown run by Streitberger in the first quarter that we saw on the replay at halftime.
The day getting perceptibly cooler. As we said, we expected the temperatures to fall. The wind freshens now here at the beginning of the second half. It was almost calm through the entire half.
Scott Wagner wide to the left, Stefani in the slot. There's the handoff, and big loss. Streitberger is stacked up right at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. And
loss of maybe one on the play.
Joe Saban made the initial hit. They met Streitberger right at the line, pushed him back. He is down at the 16.
So fairly effective adjustments being made by Lyons Township at the half.
Well, it's tough to get good footing in there. There's the punt, and it's falling down after the punt. Ball hitting Stefani, taking a Glenbard West bounce, and it rolls out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
That's their 45. 10 minutes, 24 seconds remaining third quarter.
Well, we saw how the turf has taken its toll. Jay Stefani got a pretty good kick away, but he slipped and fell.
He planted that foot and it just gave out from underneath him.
It's not a day for punting or... So it'll be first and 10 for Lyons Township. Ball is at the 45-yard line. There's a handoff, big hole over the middle, and lunging out across the midfield stripe is Pat Maloney. Give Maloney 6 yards.
Stefani's nailed Maloney and just buried him. Pickup of 6.
Ball is at the Glenbard West 49-yard line.
Second and 4.
Well, we saw Lyons in their final drive of the first half crank out the yards on the ground. There's a handoff to the second man through. Once against Maloney. Breaks a tackle by Stefani as he lunges across midfield. Ron Crack in there to make the tackle. It'll be now third down and, if anything, a short gain.
Bring up third
Give him a yard. Third and 3. That's the offensive huddle. Number 14 is the quarterback, Campbell, for Lyons. There's the Glenbard West defense. Big play here, 3rd and 3 in the first half. We'll give you the third down conversion.
I-back is Maloney. He gets the
hand off to Maloney over the middle. Surging forward, does not get the first down as he is stopped short.
He may have it.
Ed Faulkner and Stenman right in there, along with number 66 Bischoff there as well to help make the stop. It'll be fourth down.
Less than a yard for a first down for the fourth down.
4th and 1 from the 46. In the first half, Lyons was 4 out of 8 in third down conversions.
They're going for it.
Well,
no, they're not. They're going to punt.
So number 79, Tom Lang, is in to punt, and only one man back for Glenbard West. It'll be Streitberger. We saw Stefani handling the punting returns in the first half, but they have Streitberger here. Lang gets set. Gets enough time. Nice booming punt. Bounces at the 15-yard line, takes a Lions bounce, rolls inside the 10, And it is touched there
at the 9-yard line.
at the 9-yard line. Number 54, Tim Filas downing the punt at the 9-yard line.
West will now again be back in their own territory deep to start a series, and they haven't really benefited from any field position here in the second half with 8 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Well, the last time they were down in this sort of position, Streitberger ran 89 yards for a touchdown. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line.
But it seems that LT has made some adjustments to close that hole.
Deuce backfield of Jaeger and Streitberger. Carr on the keeper. And he is hit right away as he gets out across the 10, picks up maybe a couple.
Looks like a pickup of 2. We'll call it 2nd down 8, Dave. Saban was in on the tackle.
Oh, Carr just wants to get a little breathing room away from that goal line and not risk an exchange of the ball.
That's got to be tough back there.
Now Holtzquist coming out. Stefani and Wagner will be wide to the left side. Jeff White on the near side. I formation. Jaeger and Streitberger in the backfield. Handoff to Streitberger. Off right guard and tackle out across the 15-yard line to maybe the 16. Picked up maybe about 5.
That'll bring up a 3rd down, maybe 3, a long 3 to go for Glenbard West. Hultquist comes in with the play from Coach Covert.
They're going to give it 3rd and 3 from the 16-yard line as Wagner comes out. Hultquist in with a new play from Jim Covert on the Glenbard West bench. Big play here. Glenbard West was only 1 out of 4 in 3rd down conversions in the first half. Here they have a 3rd and 3 situation. I formation. Streitberger the deep man. That's who gets the handoff. Streitberger grabbed from behind and pulled down as he gets out to the 15, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
In on the tackle, number 62, Chris Brown was the man who grabbed him. So it'll be a 4th down situation, and Stefani will punt away the football.
But the only thing good about that is that because of the spot of the ball, Stefani will have a good spot to at least a little bit better spot, let's say.
Well, Stefani right now standing at his 1-yard line. See, we get set to boot it. Back deep.
Can't tell.
Looks like Maloney. There's
Again,
a
Stefani.
booming kick. Calling for the fair catch as Maloney dives, drops the ball. It's a free ball. Zurawski falls on the football at the 35-yard line. Glenbard West has recovered a fumbled punt. And the big break for the hitters there. Maloney called for the fair catch, backpedaled, dived for the football, went off his hands, and Tom Zurawski pounced on the ball, and Glenbard West has recovered at the 33-yard line.
Bad decision by Maloney. Sure, he could have called for the fair catch, but he should have just let it hit.
Well, he did call for the fair catch. He tried to grab it, but he slipped on the wet turf, and the ball squirted right off his hands, and Glenbard West has new life at the 34-yard line.
Dave
First down
Fortune
at 10.
Smiles on Glenbard West on that punt.
Jay Carr barks out the signals. Stefani sort of in motion. Carr back to pass, a little shovel pass over the middle. Is caught by the tight end, Jeff White, as he dives out across to the 25-yard line. That's the first completed pass of the afternoon for Jay Carr.
Quick little look in as White
Picks
leaves
up
the line
9
of
on the
scrimmage,
play.
delays just a hitch, and then comes across the middle.
So a 9-yard pickup on the first completion of the day for Carr. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Ball at the
5 minutes
25-yard line.
remaining here in the third quarter. Glenbard West on top by 3, 6-3 over Lyons Township.
Just under 5 minutes to play. Carr wipes off his hands. In motion again. There's fakes the handoff to Jaeger, throws to the left side, and he overshoots his man. The intended receiver was Streitberger. On the coverage, number 42, Ed Pelletieri. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for the hitters. Ball at the 25-yard line.
Probably see Streitberger take the ball, or Carr on a keeper.
Big play here for Glenbard West.
Is the I back, Zurawski the up back.
3rd and 1, Stefani in the slot to the right side. Gives it to Streitberger, dives across as he hurdles over a couple of defenders off the left guard and tackle spot for the first down. Tom Streitberger picking up about 2 yards on the play. It'll be first down at 10. 23-yard line is 2-yard pickup there for Streitberger on 3rd and 1. The drive stays alive for Glenbard West.
And quite frankly, just a terrible mistake by Maloney on the punt.
Well, the punt was a good kick by Stefani. Looked like Maloney had misjudged the ball. Hand off to Jaeger, his first carry of the day. Twists and turns, gets out near the 21, maybe a yard or two on the play. Off the left side of the line. We'll see where they spot it. Gain of 2nd and 9 from the 22. Glenbard West didn't have the ball much in the first half. They had only 7 minutes and 39 seconds on offense for 16 minutes and 21 for Lyons. Now there's a timeout, officials timeout. They will wipe off the football.
Now they got it set. New ball into the game. 2nd down 9 to go for Glenbard West.
Ball at the 22. Jay Carr pulls back. He's going to throw. Looking downfield over the middle. It is caught and dropped right there. It looks like Jay Stefani
at the 15.
So that's the first down.
No.
Nope, not quite.
3rd and 1.
Yard short.
A gain of 7 yards on the play brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, they're going to mark it back to the 14-yard line.
3rd and 2 at the 14.
Split out to the left side is Wagner and Stefani. Handoff, it goes to Streitberger. Breaks one tackle, lunges out to the 10-yard line. A first down for Glenbard West.
Nice spin out by Streitberger. Second effort. Gets the first down.
Well, just outside the 10. So it will not be it'll not be a first and goal situation.
To get a first down, they have to have the ball just nosing the goal line.
2:28 left to play in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for Glenbard West. And thanks to a fumbled punt, this is their first really long sustained drive of the afternoon. There's a pitch out to Streitberger. Gets a block around the right side, breaks a tackle, and he is pulled down by number 62. Chris Brown was there to finish up the dirty work along the sideline.
Carr again going out on the blocking line on that.
Ball is at the 12-yard line as he lost the play. Good pursuit by Lyons Township as there wasn't much running room around that right side. Down to 1:42 and counting. Wagner and Stefani to the left side. Jeff White still in a tight end on the right. Jaeger and Streitberger in the backfield. Jay Carr dropping back to pass, looking outfield, throws over the middle, and a juggling and dropping the ball is Jeff White, the tight end. Had in his hands, juggled the ball and dropped it.
And that ball hung up there for a long time, allowing potentially one of those LT backers to get the ball in midair and pluck it out. Had he done so, again, it would have been a situation where he had open and clear turf all ahead of him.
Jeff White was cutting over the middle, running parallel to the line of scrimmage, and as you mentioned, there were a couple of linebackers right in back of him. 3rd down, 11. Ball is at the 12-yard line. Carr rolling out to his left side, looking, he's keeping it, trying to sweep the left side. Still, now he turns the corner, and he is smashed there, but he is short of the first down. Short
That'll bring up 4th down. Little gain on the play.
Hardly anything.
Down by number 62, Chris Brown.
It is now going to be 4th.
Brings up 5th and 11.
No gain.
Jason Bacon is into the game. That means we might see a field goal attempt by Streitberger.
That's what they'll line it up. Jason Duke will hold it at about the 22-yard line.
32-yard attempt.
32-yard attempt with 48 seconds left. There's the snap. It is down. The kick is up. It has the distance.
No good. Nope. Short and wide.
Short.
The field
Well.
goal attempt is no good, and the score remains Glenbard West.
So with 41 seconds left in the third quarter, it is Glenbard West 6, Lyons Township 3.
Lyons Township dodging a bullet there on the bad play by Maloney of tipping that punt and allowing the Hilltoppers to gain possession of it deep in LT territory. They have staved off the attack and now go to the offense with 41 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 6-3 our score. LT down by 3 to Glenbard West Hilltoppers.
Campbell calling out the signals. Stenman and Lloyd showing blitz. That's what we have. And Maloney stacked up right at the line of scrimmage as Glenbard West was blitzing on the play. J.T. Lloyd coming up from the backfield, and also Rob Stenman, the linebacker, blitzing.
And again, Maloney just seems to be somewhat working in slow motion. He gets the handoff, and his legs are moving, but he doesn't seem to be going anywhere. That could just be symptomatic of what's happening as far as the field conditions are concerned. Clock winds with 10 seconds remaining. We may see one more play come off here.
Well, Lions did
LT.
not pick up the blitz as they ran right head first into it. Campbell dropping back. He's going to throw. Fires long down the right sideline, and it is caught by Morrissey against Streitberger on the coverage. A nice grab there by Morrissey as he concentrated on the ball. Streitberger was all over him.
Clock runs out, and on that play, it's a first down for LT, and we'll swap ends of the field, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this on Group W. Ball at the 42-yard line, and we go into fourth quarter action now.
Scott
tight ball game.
Back with you. Take over the play-by-play. There was a 23-yard pickup on that pass to Morrissey at the end of the third quarter.
Campbell brings them out here in the fourth quarter, down by 3. Ball at their own 42. Handoff is to Maloney, and he is cut down by Stefani and Streitberger.
Streitberger made the first hit, knocked him off balance, and Stefani was right there to wrap it up.
Not much on the play.
I don't think they
about a
gained
half
anything.
a yard, maybe. Call it second down 10.
1 yard on the play brings up 2nd and 9.
Looks like the total distance of the length of the football is about it. A yard would be generous. 11:25 and counting in the contest. Campbell sets up to pass, gets it downfield, and incomplete.
That was intended for number 87, John Regala.
Regala, the intended receiver.
Well, he slipped as he was stopping to catch the ball and lost his footing.
Campbell appears to be shot putting the ball almost. The ball is resting in his palm when he throws it.
It's hard really to
effective.
plant your foot on that turf and get a good pass away. He's doing the best he can under the circumstances. It's hard for the receivers to stop if they're running a long route.
The offensive center wasn't even in the huddle. He was trying to get his hands clean with one of the officials' towels. Campbell will set up to pass one more time. Throws it out here. And there should be a pass interference call, but no call.
Carl Young was the intended receiver. But once again, we saw Carl Young running down the sideline, and he could not stop his momentum to turn around for the pass, and he was falling down as the ball was coming toward him.
That's going to be real difficult. Really, I would think on a day like today, what you'd really want to be looking toward doing is getting into a short passing contest and try to work it that way. Streitberger and Stefani go back in deep punt coverage.
Tom Lang will be booting the ball.
And Lang's got that nice clean uniform. Picks up the ball on the short snap and gets a high punt. It's going to be short. Everybody moving back, and it gets a bit of a Lyons Township roll to the 30-yard line, where Glenbard West will go on the offense 1st and 10 with 11 minutes exactly remaining in the game. Our score is 6-3, Lyons Township, And Glenbard West doing battle here in this West Suburban Silver Division contest at Duchon Field, where it's really, really muddy today after all the rain we've had this week. And if you look out in the back there, Lake Ellen is about as high as you're ever going to see it. I understand that earlier this week it was up even a little bit higher than that and has since drained down just a bit. Carr calls it out, hands off to Streitberger. Streitberger over near side. And just by comparison, Streitberger seems to be coming off the handoff a lot stronger than Maloney does at this
Well, he got
point.
a nice hole. He got a good block there from Jeff White and Ron Kreck as they opened up a small hole, and he shot right through it.
Scott Wagner comes into the contest, replacing Holtquist. Shuttling the play in from the sideline. Clock rolls at 10:20. Jay Carr brings them out, second down. Call it 8 for Glenbard West. Actually, it seems a little bit shorter than 80 yards, maybe about 7. Again, handoff to Streitberger.
Once again, we
Strategy
saw another
becoming
good
evident.
block by Jeff White as he leveled number 62, Chris Brown.
Strategy becoming evident here that Coach Cover just wants to keep it on the ground and use as much time as he possibly can. Stop the clock for an official's timeout as we have an injured player for Lyons Township. That looks like Saban, the injured player, going to the far sideline. That means a new player being shuttled in by Lyons Township to take his place. He's off the field. The clock rolls with 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Ball at the 36-yard line, and a 3rd and 3 for Glenbard West. Carr brings them out. They line it up. Right behind him is Streitberger. Zurawski handles the ball, or that's Jaeger. Jaeger with the carry for a first down as he exploded. A little bit of a crossbuck action as Jaeger came across, took the handoff, and blew out the near side. And up for the first down. Ball across
About the 41, maybe?
the 40-yard line at the 41. 1st and 10 for Glenbard West with 9:20 remaining.
Well, the hitters are running the ball constantly to the left side, right behind Ron Kreck and Jeff White. They've been opening up nice, quick holes.
As well they should. Those are two very fine ball players over there on that near side. Stefani in motion. Carr hands off to Streitberger, breaks a tackle, and moves it upfield, and we have a flag on the play.
We may see a face masking.
No, they're signaling it against Glenbard West. Holding, looks to be the official's call. Yes, it is. Holding against Glenbard West.
That was a late flag as Streitberger was down on the ground, and that's why we thought it was a penalty on the defense, because the flag was thrown after the play had pretty much ended. Usually if you have a holding call, it's thrown before the play really develops.
The official may have been holding that flag or had trouble getting it out, apparently.
See, the official who threw the flag was way in the backfield as well, not along the
Or
line.
it could have been on a blocker coming downfield as that play developed. Nonetheless, the penalty against Glenbard West sets them back. It sets up a 1st and 7 with 8 minutes and 50 seconds in the game. First down 7, Glenbard West with the ball in their own territory at about the 45-yard line. Carr steps out from there, rolls near side, calls for a block, starts to move to the outside, slithers outside just about the line of scrimmage. Little or no gain on the play, brings up 2nd down 7. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play, maybe a yard, brings up 2nd and 6.
No gain. And Carr trying to break it around the outside, just it didn't set up for him well. Clock stops on the out of bounds, 8 minutes and 26 seconds. Carr brings him out again. Streitberger and Jaeger back there in the backfield, the split backfield. Motion with Stefani. Streitberger pops one, pops it again. Streitberger on the move, Pursuit's going to have to get him before he gets to the end zone. Pushed out of bounds. Touchdown. As Streitberger was able to keep his balance and dive into the end zone. And it appears that Glenbard West may be going for a two-point conversion.
That's a 66-yard. 55. 56.
Jaeger with a good block on the play to break Streitberger loose. And it's a touchdown for Glenbard West, and they call now for a timeout as they want to figure out what they're going to do now here after the touchdown. Second touchdown on the day for Streitberger, and he showed great presence of mind, being hit at about the 2-yard line, vaulted in the air and was able to keep his body twisted around to dive into the end zone for the TD. Score now is 12-3 with Glenbard West on top of Lyons Township. We have 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the game.
We'll try to total up the total. He had 144 coming into the half, and that was a 56-yard run. But then he gained several carries. So he's over 200 for sure.
It's about 225 to 250 yards on the day, doing a fine job for Glenbard West.
For the afternoon, Tom Streitberger is well over 200 yards.
A lot of that, of course, too, on the play we just saw, and the one you saw just when we were coming back from the half, that 90-yard touchdown play.
I've got Streitberger with 216 unofficially.
Glenbard West is going to go for the two-point conversion. Carr brings them up to the line. Stefani in motion. Jump pass, and there's going to be no.
In the backfield.
As Stefani is buried, sacked on the play, and the point after is no good. So at the end
it looks like it could
of that drive, and with 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the game, it's Glenbard West on top, 12-3. On the bulge of 9 over Lyons Township. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this. Streitberger has had 14 carries for 228 yards here. And that is some kind of afternoon for Tommy Streitberger. 2 touchdowns, 12-3.
Drive. He's covered 70 yards in 2 minutes and 45 seconds for the Hitters.
Let's give credit to that offensive line, too.
Streitberger now comes back, and he'll handle the kickoff. Ball's in the air. A short kick coming down at about the 25-yard line, moving up the field with Lyons Township. Yeah, it looks like that might have been Maloney one more time.
Hadley with the stop.
Hadley had the tackle. Lyons, led by Ed Campbell, will have a 1st and 10 at the 32, their own 32. 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Kickoff took 5 off the clock. Clock rolls now, and we'll reach 8 minutes easily before we get the snap. Campbell gets him up. Blitz.
J.T. Lloyd and Stanley
by
blitz.
Lyons Township. Pass behind the intended receiver from Lyons Township. Number 22, Pat Maloney, the intended receiver. The ball thrown behind him as he tried to stop. His legs just came right out from underneath him. No gain on the play.
Once again, heavy pressure applied by the Glenbard West rush as they sent Stenman and J.T. Lloyd in on the blitz.
Up by 9, they'll probably truly try to start coming now every time out, as it would appear that Lyons Township would be thinking about moving to the pass to try and get down the field because they have to get 2 scores. Campbell has him set, takes the snap, sets, passes out here near side, taken and rolling out of bounds. And that's enough for a 1st down across the 50.
Lloyd on the tackle. Morrissey made the grab.
Morrissey is the receiver. And he scrapes a little Duchon Field mud out of his helmet as he comes off the sideline there. It's really messy, really, really messy. Stops the clock at 7:44. And he was down before he went out of bounds, so they stopped the clock long enough to reset the chains. The ball at the 49 of Glenbard West when it's spotted. 1st and 10 for Lyons Township. And The LT center just keeps trying to get his hands clean so he can handle the ball cleanly. Back to Campbell. I formation set by Lyons, and Morrissey again on the sideline pattern gets the ball to the 45-yard line and knocked out of bounds there.
That was a strong rush put on by number 71, Ed Faulkner, as he had his hands on the quarterback when he threw the ball. Nearly a sack for Faulkner, but it was a good play by Campbell, getting rid of the ball in a hurry.
At the 45.
And again, they're going with the short pass, and I think that if they're going to have any success at all, considering the fact that West is going to be charging on every play.
Well, that's what worked against them last week against Downers North.
That
those
short quick pass. Campbell will pass one more time.
Faulkner again.
Faulkner in on the pressure.
Ed Faulkner almost caused that interception as he had his hands in the face of Campbell, and
looked like Morrissey was the intended receiver again. Or that might be the end Young. That's Young.
Faulkner charging in from that left tackle position.
35.
Sets up third down, 5 yards to go for Lyons Township. Ball at the Glenbard West 45-yard line. Have to get it across the 40, just a nudge to get the first down. Actually nearer to the 41 for a sure first down. Campbell pulls back, sets up, passes, tipped at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down. Morrissey, the intended receiver on the far side, was on a fly pattern a little bit of a fly pattern as he broke outside, but the ball just was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Stops the clock with 7:06 remaining. It's 4th and 5, 4-down territory for Lyons Township now.
Well, you're down by 9 points. You've got to go for it. Cannot punt the ball.
They really need a score on this possession if they're going to plan to do anything about this deficit. Morrissey in motion to the top of your screen. Campbell fakes the handoff, sets up, passes. A little flare out here to Maloney. Breaks one tackle, but he will be well short of the first down. And it'll go over on downs to Glenbard West as they tried a little play action situation there and just came up short on the play. So it's 4th down.
Hitters will take over 1st and 10.
Ball is going to be spotted
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
at the 41 of Glenbard West, where Jay Carr will bring him out and get him in the move.
Yeah, they needed 5 yards. They got only 3.
6 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the game to be played. Glenbard West on top 12-3. And at this point, threatening to go into the win column in the West Suburban Conference. They're 0-2 coming into the game today. Streitberger, the ball carrier, stacked up at the line of scrimmage with little or no gain on the play, maybe a yard. Call it 2nd down 9. Lions came into the game today 1-0 in the West Suburban. Glenbard West coming in at 0-2. Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down 9 for Glenbard West.
Well, we're keeping track of Streitberger's yardage. 15 carries, 229 yards.
6:20 and counting. Carr with the deuce backfield. Stefani in the slot. They hand off. That's Jaeger with the ball.
Jaeger with the carry.
Picks up about a yard. Bring up 3rd down 8.
Slices off behind the right side of the line.
But it keeps the clock running, and we're now under 6 minutes at 5:59 and counting. And all these running plays taking time off the clock and precious seconds that Lyons Township would really need to have the ball in their possession. 3rd down, 8 yards to go for the first down. Glenbard West, if their strategy is going to hold in this situation, needs to do something here to pop for the first down and control the ball a little bit longer on this sequence. Carr brings Stefani in motion near side. Stefani breaks out, pitch back to Streitberger.
Short block by Ron
comes up, and Streitberger is going to be a little shy of the first down, about a yard short as he gets right to midfield. He need to get to the 49 of Lyons Township. That brings up a 4th down and 1 for Glenbard West Hitters. Trying to work on a Lyons Township player's face mask there right over the ball. Saban again comes off the field for Lyons Township. Clock rolls with 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the game. Glenbard West on top, 12-3. Punt comes back. The snap is low.
A line drive kick to Morrissey.
Morrissey with the ball, trying to break it around the outside, runs out of bounds to save the clock at about the 21-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Lyons Township. Jay Stefani getting a really poor snap on the punt, was able to field it cleanly and get off a low line drive punt. That was handled by Morrissey.
At the 20-yard line.
And they spot the ball
No, it's the 20.
right at the 20. 1st and 10 for Glenbard West. For Lyons Township. Campbell at the cue. Sets up to pass. Little flare pass out here.
Almost intercepted by John Lloyd.
By John Lloyd.
Broken up by number 33.
JT with seeing 6. 12-3 our score. That would have put the capper on this one. Nice play by Lloyd, anticipating the pass. Little weak there from Campbell to the intended receiver.
Well, he's just been kind of fluttering the ball.
And as I said, it looks like he's got it in his palm, and he's not controlling it with his fingertips and just kind of lofting it out there.
As we said earlier, it's hard really for the quarterback to plant his foot. He's not going to be able to get much mustard on the ball.
Officials stop the clock for a second. As
Campbell wants to
Campbell
wipe off his hands.
tries to clean his hands off, and now he's used the official's towel back there, and he'll get back under center to take the snap. Clock rolling.
He fumbles the snap, but picks it up again.
Campbell lofts it downfield off the hands of the intended receiver. And can you see
number
who that
88,
was?
Antoine Petaway.
Antoine
Number
Petaway,
88.
the intended receiver.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go as Lyons Township trying to get the passing game on track now. Try and get downfield and score. There are 4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. They need 2. They need at least a touchdown and a field goal to get out on top in this game.
Shotgun formation.
Campbell takes the snap, has time, gets it downfield, kind of a fluttering pass. Intended receiver was number 85, Carl Young.
4th and 10.
It'll bring up 4th and 10. And a little bit, I was surprised they didn't move to the shotgun a little bit sooner, like the last possession. They kept on coming out of the snap, and I think that
he had a little more zip on the ball.
Yeah, he has a little more time
to worry about
see
stopping his momentum.
We'll see a punt now.
There's nobody back to receive the punt, as I guess they're anticipating a fake perhaps, or they're just going to let the ball drop, not risk the fumble.
Not touching it. Smart play by Glenbard West. Punt is high, kind of an end-over-end kick. It'll bounce at about the 49-yard line. Roll for Lyons Township across inside the 35-yard line to the 33, where the Hitters take over. 1st and 10 at their own 33. 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the contest.
And the following week, they will be back here at Duchon.
Well, on a soggy turf like this, you know the ball's not going to bounce too much. It'll roll dead pretty quickly. There you see the offense for Glenbard West on your screen. A lot of muddy jerseys.
9 o'clock with the softball
Jay
game.
Carr now just joining the huddle as he was talking with Coach Covert, and I'm sure the instructions are let's make sure of how we handle the ball, and we'll probably see a lot of Streitberger and Jaeger in this sequence.
Well, some laundry detergent company's going to make a bundle today.
Nah, these kids take it home. Their moms wash these uniforms. You bet. Carr.
I'm saying the company that makes the detergent.
Streitberger breaks loose, and Streitberger is going to make it down the field for long yardage again at the 25, 20, 15, breaks the tackle, touchdown, Streitberger!
A 67-yard run by Streitberger.
Streitberger is pushing 300 yards on the day, 3 touchdowns.
303 yards rushing for Tom
17
Streitberger.
carries for Tommy Streitberger.
Has gone over 300 yards.
on only 17 carries, 303 yards for Streitberger.
18-3 the score now on Streitberger's third touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, he was the number 9 rusher in the area, but he's definitely going to go way up there. He might take over the lead after this one.
Quite a game
coming
for
into
Tommy
today's
Streitberger.
game. 258
if he doesn't run
yards.
enough, now he's got to go back out there and try and
carries.
kick the extra point. Set, snap. No, the ball is a little slippery, and I'm sure that Streitberger's shoes are really muddy too, and that's going to make contact a little difficult. The point after is no good, and our score 18-3 with 3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the game. We'll be back with more on Group W right after this.
Could be 73.
Well, we have a bit of an unfortunate situation, as on that point after attempt we had a Glenbard West player go down.
Looks like it might be Ron Kreck.
We can't
The
really
injured
tell.
player.
We can't seem to find Kreck out on the field or on the sideline. That is our assumption at this point. We certainly don't know for sure, but it appears to be the situation. And now he's, whoever it is Kreck, and he's getting up, and looks like he may be able to make it off the field under his own power. As I would think from the way he's trying to get off the field, that might be an ankle that may have gotten popped there a little bit.
Well, that touchdown drive, one play, 67 yards in 35 seconds. Quick burst by Streitberger.
Kreck has really played a whale of a game, as has Streitberger.
Well, the right side of the offensive line opened up a nice hole for Streitberger, and he popped through and ran 67
With our score
yards.
18-3, we're seeing all kinds of nice, clean green and white uniforms out there now for Glenbard West. The only one that's really the dirty one out there, and that is Streitberger. And it looks like Streitberger is going to come out of the game, and indeed he is, as he's replaced in the lineup.
Number 14, Sean
Flaherty will handle the kickoff. No, Streitberger doesn't want to come off the field. He keeps moving. And now he finally comes off the field with under his belt a 303-yard rushing day, 3 touchdowns for Tommy Streitberger. And if anybody deserves to come off the field, that young man does. He'll take the rest of the afternoon off. Well, all 3 minutes and 31 seconds of it. And now we can read some numbers out there. Sean Flaherty advances, slips as he hits the ball. It's going to be a short kick, bounces off a Lyons Township player, where they'll touch it and stop the play at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Glenbard West in the lead, 18-3. Lyons Township basically in a situation where it's a lot of desperation at this point. Expect to see Campbell come up firing each time up. 1st and 10, 4th quarter action, 3 minutes, 24 seconds on the stadium clock. Out of the contest, Mike Schulte comes out. All kinds of nice, clean uniforms out there. Campbell, play action, fake, sets up, passes over the middle. That's Young, loses the ball, and a fumble on the play. Ryan Sweet, nice clean uniform, gets a chance to get it dirty, picking up the fumble on the play. 1st and 10 for Glenbard West. In LT territory, the ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Glenbard West. I don't know, I don't see Streitberger out there. And a new quarterback for Glenbard West is going to be number 12, Jason Duke. As Carr has finished for the day now.
That was a 13-yard pickup on that pass, but just before the fumble.
Coach Dick Nordmeyer working on Ron Kreck's leg over here below us on the sideline for Glenbard West. Stefani's still in the game, in the slot, handoff, and he was down when he got the handoff as he slipped, and his knees were on the ground as he took the ball. Loss on the play of 1. Call it 2nd down 11 for Glenbard West. Clock rolls at 2:25. Stefani now comes off the field. Wagner into the contest.
Kevin Cashman, the running back, number 30.
And John Sims comes into the contest. Holtquist comes out. Have to turn over our page here and find all these new numbers that are coming in for Glenbard West. Jason Duke is the quarterback.
Now, this will be the first conference victory for Glenbard West. They will be 1-2. Lions will be 1-1 on the conference season.
Motion. That's Scott Wagner. They'll roll the ball out near side. Handling the ball is number
Zurawski.
24. That's Tom Zurawski.
Zurawski on
Late
the
hit on the
number-
play.
And
We have a flag, and
Injured
that'll be a
player
personal
for-
foul against Lyons Township. The ball will move about down the field. That'll be enough for a first down after the penalty is tacked on. I'm sure that it looks like a face masking call against Lyons Township.
Face masking call against Lyons Township.
so they'll tack on the
And the penalty
Yardage
tacked
in addition
on
to the
is a
7-yard
big one,
carry.
and that will be a first down. The ball at the 25-yard line, the 23-yard line. First and 10, Glenbard West. That was dead ball.
So a 7-yard pickup for Zurawski, and then an extra 15 yards tacked on for the face mask.
23-yard line for the hitters.
Jason Duke and the second and third string players for Glenbard West getting a chance to maybe do something here as far as getting on the scoreboard. Handoff.
Zurawski
And
again.
Zurawski with the ball.
Down by number 23, Ken Jack.
Big
Clock
hole
rolls.
on the left side.
We're under a minute and a half at 1:24 and counting. Ball moves up
Yards on the play.
to the 17-yard line. Second down, 3 yards to go for a first down for Glenbard West. Hultquist comes off. Play brought in by John Sims, number 20. Jason Duke brings him out with 1 minute exactly to go in the game. Duke looks it over. Barks out the signals. Motion, handoff to Zurawski over the
Tom Streitberger.
right side, and another flag flies in there.
Flag.
Probably a holding call in the middle of the line there. Face mask again.
against Lions.
Face masking called against Lyons Township.
These probably are not intentional face masks. What's probably happening, people falling and you're trying to catch your balance and stuff, and you just kind of get it hooked up into the face mask. That moves it even further toward the goal line and gives Jason Duke and the two team for Glenbard West a chance to maybe pick up a score. Already up 18-3 over Lyons Township.
As you mentioned, it is very slippery out there, and Jason Duke slipped as he was making the handoff to Zurawski.
James Redmond into the game, replacing number 77, Mike Schulte for Glenbard West. Duke brings him to the line, barks the signals out, gets the snap, pitches back. Pitch comes near side and stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short gain.
Kevin
Kevin
Cashman on the carry.
Full of funny jerseys.
It's just literally impossible at this point to even tell from Lyons Township's standpoint who's making any of the plays out there. 10 seconds and we're counting down. We will not see another play, and the final score of our contest this afternoon is going to end up at 18-3. Glenbard West on top of Lyons Township. Glenbard West picks up their first win in the West Suburban Silver Division play for the day. An unbelievable performance by Tommy Streitberger. Carr takes the handoff, hands off to Streitberger. Big haul up the middle. Streitberger is going to get clear. If the pursuit doesn't get it, Streitberger is going to make a very long gain here, and he's going to go for the touchdown. Streitberger from the 12.